Hey everybody, I'm April Whitlock. I'm the CEO of Fundanoodle and I'm ambassador #1. And I just want to take a minute to say hi and to make sure that everyone out there knows about our May specials. I can't believe it's already May 15th. We're halfway through the month. And I'm just sitting here getting ready for our weekly call that we have every Monday night with all of our ambassadors across the country. And I realize we're halfway through the month and our special is going to be over soon. And I need to make sure that you know about it. If you're not familiar with us, if you've been on the page a couple times and haven't really dug in, Fundanoodle is an early education product line that was designed by pediatric occupational therapists and elementary educators. So we have products for kids ranging between age of, say, 2.5 up to like 6 years old. And our products take the best of the motor sensory world as well as the foundational early elementary world to make sure that kids are ready to learn by building their motor skills, their visual perception, in addition to preparing their letters and their numbers and their math and all the other skills they need to get ready for kindergarten. So this month we have our activity books on special. So these are our specials. These are our Max and Alphie adventure books. So these are our buddies Max and Alphie, and they go on all of our adventures with us and with the little learners through the different books. Cool thing about these books is, I'll show you here, all of our books, as you can see, we have a top-bound spiral. So that means that when your little learner's working with our books, they can flip them over and it's going to lay flat on the table. If you've got a lefty, they're not going to have to like sit there and push down on their elbow, but it's going to lay flat for easy work. The covers of the book are a little bit heavier cardboard than you'll find in most workbooks and activity books that you find at retail. And that's because we want a little learner to be able to work wherever they want to work. Do they want to lay on the floor? Do they want to work in the back seat of your car while you're in the carpool line? Do they want to work in a restaurant while you're waiting for your table or waiting for their food? Do they want to, lay down on their bed? So they're able to work wherever they need to. The other cool thing about our books are they all are 40 pages and they get progressively harder as you go through. So this is our lowest level book. But you'll see as it goes through, it gets harder and harder in some of the activities that they're doing. They're really focusing on lots of visual perception activity here. But at the end, all of our activity books have a reward sticker. So the little learners are able to be rewarded for a job well done, but it's also another great fine motor activity for them visual activity for them to find which one is where's the right one. This one's a cupcake. So they've got to come back and they have to find the cupcake. And then they use their fingers to peel it off, so work on a fine motor activity. So these books, we have 3 different ones covering the 3 different ages that Fundanoodle focuses on. So you'll see here we have our orange, our blue, and our green. So those are our different levels. Orange is the preschool level. So we say, with this one, we say sometimes the preschool 2.5, but with this book, I would say more towards your 3-year-old, 3.5-year-old. We have another book in the orange level, in level 1, that's our huge, big floor pad that we definitely say that's what you want to start a 2.5-year-old on. That's just not on special this month. This book is. It's 15% off. All of these books are typically $9.99, so you'll be able to buy them online from your ambassador through their website or getting in touch with an ambassador for just $8.49 automatically in your cart this month. The orange level, again, like we said, this is where you want to start. There's about 3-year-old, 3 to 4. What you may find out when you get them started is that your child can, you'll read the instructions to them. They can work through a couple of pages, maybe 4 or 5, and then it might get a little challenging. So set it away and bring it back in a couple days because they are progressive, so that activities build on one another. The other level that we have here is our blue. So blue, everything you see in our line in blue is going to be our level 2. This is more of, we say 4 to 5-year-old and pre-KK. So again, every child develops at a different pace. So you may want to, talk to your ambassador to see what they would recommend is the right place for your child to start. This book again picks up where the other leaves off. We're working on a lot of pre-writing exercises, so they're working on, little learners working on how to draw a line between 2 lines in these mazes. Then we move in to learning how to follow some directions in drawing. get a little more challenging with tracing the dotted lines. And then we start introducing some number concepts as well in this book. And again, this is our blue level 2, so it is for our pre-K, K, and 4. And Melissa, hey, thank you for joining. Oh, I'm so glad that your daughter loves these. And yes, it depends on as soon as I don't know what age her little brother is. He might be ready to start on the orange level or the big floor pad that we have. One cool thing about this is because my youngest daughter, she's 6 now. She has grown up with Fundanoodle, and she does them all the time. Even though she's gone through all the books more than once, she's constantly taking them with her to church or to a restaurant because she just enjoys going back to them. And now that she's reading, she likes doing it because she can read the instructions herself. She'll even go back to some of the older books. Cool thing too, we have the last one here. We have our green level. That's our level 3. This is pretty much the highest that we go from Fundanoodle is our K1, which is kind of our 5-6. And this book definitely gets a little more challenging. We say kind of your second half of kindergarten, maybe great summer prep for this summer, getting ready for first grade. And we're working lots, again, more on the visual perception with those lines. But then we start bringing in more challenging mazes that they're working through. We're getting into, so this is another visual perception exercise. Now think about this, compare this, and you can think about the difference. If I can find this real quick. The difference in what happens with the different ages. So in this, now of course I can't, I'm not flipping over here and finding it too quickly. So in a level 1 book, this looked like this. Same kind of idea, same visual perception. We want to circle 10 fish, and then we're going to color 5 fish blue and 5 fish orange. And this is probably, like page 37. So this is toward the end of the orange level 1 book. Then this is all the way up. This is the beginning of the level 3 book. Same kind of concept, but here we're looking for letters A through M, and I'm telling you, they are challenging. We had an argument one time in the office that we missed one, that we left a letter out because we could not find it, and finally we did. So it is really challenging to your kids, but it's super fun, and they love being able to color it all themselves, put stickers on it. We make these books black and white specifically because we really want to focus on the child's creativity and on the visual perception. So we don't want anything to deter them from doing the work in the book. And then this book, again, much more advanced, more your kindergarten, first grader. We're giving them a word bank. We want them to draw their best friend and then label all the parts of their friend. And then really getting to some challenging connect the dots and design. And, honestly, this book can be used in a lot of different ways for in a classroom environment or even in a clinical environment with an OT if you want to use some of these pages for testing and being able to see kind of where a child falls on certain skills. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up again that these 3 books, all of our Max and Alphie books, are 15% off this month only. It's really easy to buy them, even if you don't have an ambassador. And since our ambassador program is new, there may not be one in your area. You just go to fundanoodle.com, that's FUNDANOODLE.com, and click on the Shop Now button at the top. And it'll ask you to put your zip code in. And when you put your zip code in, it's going to bring up the ambassadors in your area. And even if you might live in, Texas, or we actually have a good number of ambassadors in Texas. So let's say, Alaska. We don't have one in Alaska yet. So maybe you live in Alaska and there's no one there, but there's somebody in California. And so all you have to do is click on her website and you can order straight from her site and it'll get shipped directly to you. And you don't even have to worry about a discount code this month because these are going to be 15% off automatically when you shop. So I hope that you will think of all kinds of great ways to use them, not only for your own little learner. These are great gifts. When my oldest was in pre-K, for pre-K graduation, we gave the blue one, we gave this one to each child in her class as kind of a parting gift since they were leaving daycare and they had been together for so long. They make great gifts, birthday gifts. They make great, we're beyond Easter, but if you think toward next year and you're stocking up with this sale, they make great Easter basket gifts. Stocking stuffers. They're awesome for airplanes, trains, automobiles, whatever you're going to be on when you're with your vacation travel. when you're already planning for the summer and you're thinking, oh, we're not going to do any work this summer, we're going to be out playing the whole time. Well, remember August when it's 150 degrees, especially here in Charlotte, and you're going to want something inside for your kids to do that they're going to like. And everything that we have with Fundanoodle, your kids are going to love to do. So stock up now. Just go to fundanoodle.com, shop now, put in your zip code and find an ambassador. You can reach out and email her and talk to her if you'd like, or you can just click on her website and order directly to you. So thanks so much. I hope you take a moment to check out our books and our other products. And I got to go because I've got to get ready to talk to all my ambassadors for our national sales call. If you are passionate about education and little learners, and you're thinking about, well, how do I make money off that? You should also check out our ambassador program. Again, go to Fundanoodle and click on Join Now and learn about the amazing opportunity we have for you to build either a side business or a part-time business or a full-time business by representing our products and selling them in your market. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.